Vossy, when do you think things changed after quarter time?
Well, firstly, extremely impressive start. When you're playing away venue, let alone the final that you're playing in, to be able to start the way that we did and engage our supporters was, the atmosphere was absolutely electric. It was pretty simple formula, really. We were able to get our hands on the ball and we were able to keep the ball in our half, and we built pressure that way. So what changed was probably that. We lost some critical contest. Clearly the centre square bounce definitely changed the shape of the game a bit, and that's to be expected at this ground more than any other. And we just weren't able to get that ascendancy back. So there's that was probably it from the first quarter to the second quarter. They took their opportunities and we're fighting it out for the second and third. I thought we had a good shot at it the last. The ball use we couldn't quite connect up as much as what we would have liked to have late in the game when the pressure was on and didn't finish our work.
Obviously an incredible run to get this deep into September from where you were. Congratulations to your club on that. Do you think there was any feeling running out of petrol tickets towards the end?
No, not at all. No, we'll sit with the disappointment. I think, if you asked me this question 14 weeks ago, it's probably a completely different answer. But as the season unfolded and as our form come together, we sort of had that really collective shift together. It seemed like we could certainly compete against the best teams in the competition. The last couple of weeks only really reinforced that in our own minds. So we come up here with a real goal to obviously get this job done, and we've fallen short. So we're extremely disappointed. We came up here thinking our best was good enough. Credit to Brisbane. They bounced after the first quarter. A side who's probably been at this for a little longer than us in terms of opportunities like this. They're able to correct themselves, steady themselves, and able to turn the game around. So, for a first shot at it, it's obviously good. But, I think the goal was clear for us. We've fallen short of it. We're pretty disappointed with it.
So was that your message to your players in that at the end you got to sit with that disappointment before patting yourself on the back?
Look, I think what's really important that we're having all these really great experiences together, and we've had a lot of these great moments where we've learned a lot about ourselves, and I've talked a lot about adapting and overcoming, and we've certainly done that. We've done that as a football club. So to see how that's transpired across the year has been, incredibly impressive to watch, and it's why I'm loath to share my own story, because I think our story is well and truly enough, and we get to lean back in on that. But no matter what story I tell, no matter what experience I can share, feeling the hurt and feeling like you're close and feeling like you're getting an opportunity and having that ripped away from you, there's no better experience of that. So, what I hope it turns into is that we're a hungry football club and we're a hungry football team, and we want to figure at this end of the season more often to give ourselves that chance.
How did you see the Dunkley and Cripps battle? It was obviously going to be, to us anyway, it's going to be pivotal coming into tonight.
Yeah, there's a couple of different battles that were pretty critical. Look, we've taken a really simple approach to the way we've forged the second half of the year, and it's been no one man stands alone. Cripps doesn't take it on Dunkley, we all take him on, and it's held us in good stead, and we'll continue to do that. I'll look back at the game and I'll evaluate that in time. It's sort of not something that I've necessarily spent a hell of a lot of time on, but what I've been really impressed with is that our guys have really stuck to their jobs, got their jobs done. We've done it all together, and that's what's moved the needle. That's why our performances has changed, because it hasn't been the individual talent that's actually helped us do that. It's been the collective effort, and that's what I've been pretty impressed with in the second half of the year. And we'll win some contests, we'll lose some contests, but if we collectively can get it done, then we know we can get days like this, can go in our favour a little bit more.
So does that prove to you that you think you've got most of the pieces in place to go a step or two further next year, or do you think you need to tinker still?
Oh, we still we have to look at what we need to be able to take forward. We've got plenty to take forward with us. There's been plenty of that, but we also need to continue to look at ourselves and evolve. I mean, at the end of the day, we've come up here against a really good football team. They've played in a few finals series, made the prelim a couple of times, fallen short themselves. Today, they make it through. So you're continually looking at yourself to try and get better, and we'll be no different. So at the right time, it's not a conversation for now, though. It's, you know, there's a lot to take forward that will really sort of consolidate some of the things that we clearly want to stand for in our identity moving forward, and we've got plenty of that will help us moving forward. But we also got to acknowledge that we've still got to get that movement needed to get us to the next level, because today we fell short.
And with the age demographic, games played, all that, obviously this group's going to be around for a while together to do it.
Yeah, that's certainly that's the great thing about our list demographic. You know, you go across our team and you know, it's that they can stick together, and they have stuck together, and we've sort of experienced some real tough adversity as a club, and we've been able to navigate our way through that. We had some of that this year, but it's been that collective movement that's been really impressive for us. So we feel like we've got some really important pieces there, but obviously we've still got a bit to get after.
Michael, just your thoughts on the two spearheads back together again in the forward line. They look like they could have ripped the game open there in the first quarter. Probably just a bit starved after.
Yeah, our ball use just wasn't as good as it needed to be, really. So again, we'll use the vision in a couple of days just to absorb it a little bit about why that was the case. But certainly Brisbane's, you know, their pressure, they ramped it up big time. We weren't able to work our way through that. We absorbed for a while. We absorbed for a long time. I mean, even late in the fourth quarter was still, you know, one of those shots go through and it's game on. Even though we probably didn't necessarily deserve to be in that position, but it was game on. Unfortunately, we didn't, which is a what if that we'll continue to ask ourselves forever. But the reality is that we did, you know, get some threats. We had some threatening times, but we weren't able to put it together long enough, and that's what finals footy and certainly these games ask of you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.